it, make it, do
things that you do.
Hey full-timers, today I want to share the routine that finally helped me get a solid dream body routine with the gym. I went through the phase of being in college and having plenty of time to hit the gym, enjoying it, taking my time in the gym, going home, making a meal, everything being very go slow, hang out, get it done, and enjoy it kind of a mindset. Flash forward to getting my full-time job and working at a firm where I am sedentary but also very busy, especially during certain times of the year. I found it very hard to get to the gym, especially in a consistent manner. So today I want to share with you the routine that has worked for me. I have now been doing this for about 6 months to a year. We've switched gyms, so I guess a year. And I find that it is the most consistent method. I've been hitting the gym so much in the last year, and I think it is because I did this change, so I want to share it with you. So if you're interested, keep on watching. I figured I should give some tips on how to make this happen because it can seem a little bit daunting at first, so I figure some tips will help get everybody kind of in the right mindset and in the right position so that this transition will be pretty easy. On top of that, I'll play over my workouts from the last 4 days in the last work week. There's a variety of different lifts, and I'll try to get some of the footage I have where I'm talking so you can listen to it and see what the vibe of the gym I go to is like. We chose like more of a private gym, which is nice because we don't have to worry about the crowds, but I will say we also went to Planet Fitness for about 6 months in the beginning, and lunchtime is a great time to go lift. It's not super busy in there. The people in there are pretty good quality and kind of stick to themselves and let you feel like you can kind of maneuver around and get what you want done, at least at my gym, and I would assume at most gyms during the lunchtime. I just say that because a lot of times at 5 o'clock, people can be a little bit more edgy. They're trying to get their workout in before they go home and make dinner and into the gym. I've been a morning person, really loved the morning gym time, but just with the farm now for us, it doesn't work. If you're interested in hearing about a farm, Full-Time to Farm Time is our channel all about our farm. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and do so. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my tips for you. So tip number 1, and actually the reason that we switched gyms, is to make your gym proximity to your job the most important thing when you're looking at the gym. Don't worry about if it has a sauna or a pool or cardio or not cardio or anything like that. Just focus on how close it is to your job, because the closer it is, the less time you have to factor in for travel. And that's why we switched after 6 months. Planet Fitness was great, but it was just a little bit too far. And it was really only like, I think 12 minutes away, and it still worked. You can still do like any 15 minutes away is about the max where I would say this can work for you. Lay down. And if you're working in any sort of big city, that should be doable to find a gym 15 minutes away from you. Even if it's like a smaller studio or something, that works just fine. Tip number 2 is to bring a gym bag in the car with you that has everything you could possibly need, but priority on deodorant, extra socks to change into, extra underwear is always nice, like that. That's a good idea. Like I said, deodorant, perfume, all the good stuff. Maybe some dry shampoo if you want to spruce up your scalp. Going off the sweat from tip number 2, tip number 3 is to save your cardio for at home or in the morning before you shower. So if you want to prep for a competition, or if you're trying to lose weight and you need to get some cardio in, I recommend either going for an early morning run when you first get up and then take a shower, eat your breakfast, and head out the door. Or if you are more of a night person, my other recommendation would be to get home, take your animal maybe out for a walk, or your child or your kid or something to the park, and get some cardio in that way. Or just even buy like a treadmill, Peloton. I mean, there's a million ways to get cardio. Cardio is not something I like to focus on currently in my journey, but if you do want to incorporate it, I recommend doing it completely away from your weight training. I like to go ahead and do a light first set for my first weighted thing. Maybe I'll do a quick little active, maybe like a hip swing or some quick little like air squats to warm up my hips before I do my first set. And then every time between my sets, when I'm taking my break, I'll do a quick little active stretch. And that helps me get my breathing under control. It helps me warm up for my next lifts, and it's just a very efficient way to take your rest and stay focused on your workout. Tip number 4 is to brainstorm your workouts ahead of time, whether that's in a planner, maybe 2 days ahead of time. I like to keep mine kind of off the cuff because I don't know what's going to be sore. But I also would recommend maybe a program if that's something that appeals to you. I would just try to stay away from powerlifting programs because they tend to have a focus on rest and making sure that you're taking enough time between these big, heavy power lifts. And I don't think you'll get as much bang for your buck as far as time goes. So I recommend doing more of a high volume work. All right, so next one, this is good mornings. You don't need to go down too far with this exercise. I'm going to focus on the glutes, so I'll show you with no weight. Also don't need a ton of weight here. Okay, I like it kind of snug on the back. Lock in. All right, and then just want to lean forward ever so slightly. Definitely not to a 90-degree all the way. About here. Okay, and tip number 5 that I want to throw out there is just to have patience with yourself. It is a lot to get done to go to work and then go to the gym, and especially if you're not in a sedentary job like mine where I have the ability to snack throughout the entire day. So for me, it's my active hours to go to the gym, and then when I'm at work, I'm sitting at my desk or standing at my desk just eating snacks throughout the day and taking care of my recovery. If that's not a reality for you, maybe you're a construction worker or a server or something like that where you're up on your feet during that time, which like is around your lunch. If that is you, you have the advantage of being like, what? All right, 10's on now. See if I can get 12 of these. Always stretched out. So you need to, I would recommend trying to make sure that when you are off of work, you're eating a lot. Because you're getting a lot of stretching. Whereas for me with a sedentary job, I'm getting plenty of time to eat, but I have to focus on my stretching when I'm home and not sitting down and watching TV. Because if I do that, that's going to be bad for my progress because I've been sitting all day anyway. So I would recommend making sure that if you are up a lot, you do the opposite when you get home, eat a lot, stay kind of, and I know. All right, I think I got 19 there. So I probably should make it a little more heavy. That's actually why a lot of times I don't keep count of my reps, because I find that when I don't count, I do a lot more. The only thing it's not good for is overloading and being intentional with it after each workout. But when you're just looking at your series set, a lot of times it is nice and just zone out, do as many as you can. And if it felt too easy, go heavier and just keep it kind of simple. All right, more weight. Right. Again, 12 is the goal. Anything extra is bonus. People have kids, you're up, you're about doing stuff, but hopefully you're understanding what I'm saying. Overall, I think what this routine really allows for is consistency. You have one lunch 5 days a week, every single week, and you can make the best of those. You have the power in your hands to pick what you do with that hour. And I know eating is sometimes a necessity for some people. I don't know your situation, but if you're in the situation like mine, this has completely changed the game for me and allowed me to really make sure I'm consistent and getting my lifts in. I'm excited to go do my lift. It's my little escape from work. I just love it. So I hope that this helps somebody. I hope you guys try it out. Let me know how you like it. We all know we can get that workout in a half hour. Just push yourself, get it done. Enjoy it while it lasts, because workouts come and go, but you're getting stronger every time. So when your engagement's good on that one, you're gonna feel it tugging at that hamstring and glute tie. Okay, hack squat's gonna be the heavier motion today. So plate on here with 90 weight starting and focusing on depth. Definitely depth. Ooh. That's my favorite part about this machine. Really good for a stretch. It's like a twofer. And at that bottom, you can really feel your whole butt should be like trying to tuck under and get. Matt recently showed me, or told me, to try a cool concept of doing 7s, 21s, but with this movement, so I'll show you that. Okay, so it's 7 full. in. And then it's going to be 7 mids, or I'd like to do the short ones first. So it's go out and tap. And then it's the last end of it. And I won't lie, they all feel way different from each other, which can be a little funky, but overall, the whole ham's dead, and the glute is definitely tight. And so I like to just throw the 21 concept in to a normal set series of kickbacks. Okay, let's do the 7 second on this side. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe so you can see more of this full-time content. We're going to talk all about how to get your gains as a full-timer. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about exercise. We'll talk about exercises. Give me a comment, say hello, and I'll talk to you guys later.